What I would like to present is a rubric for the drafting classes based off the original rubric that Mr. Chippermore presented at the New Mexico Here conference. So what I did, I took his original rubric and I brought it into Excel and formatted it the way that you see, and also added some buttons and some option buttons for selecting excellent, satisfactory, unsatisfactory, acceptable, so that the point totals were calculated automatically. So since this rubric has a save the rubric button and print the rubric button, these are macros. So to use this, you have to have macros enabled in Excel. So let me show you how you make sure that you have the macros enabled. I'm going to go up here to this menu, and then I'm going to go to Excel options, go in here to the Trust Center settings, and you see macro settings, and I have this box selected that says enable all macros, and I hit OK, OK again. So now my macros are enabled. Now when I first start using this template, if I hit the save the rubric button, it's going to save this rubric in the default directory that is in my path right now. So if I want to change the location, say I want to start saving these on a jump drive, I need to do a save as initially so that I can point this thing in the right direction. So I'm going to hit File, Save As, and then I'm just going to save it in the My Documents, and since I've already saved it, it's going to give me a message that already exists, and I'll hit Yes. So now I have established the location where it's going to save these rubrics when I use it. So the first thing you'll see is up here is a drafting 108, and this is configurable, so you can just change the text to say 109, so I'm going to use it for the drafting 109 class. And you can see we have a box that says student name and assignment. So this student's name is a pull down, and you can see I can scroll down and it has a list of names. Now this list is derived from this list down here. If I scroll down, you can see I have students' names, and now this list will be populated. You can copy and paste from Banner or copy and paste from Blackboard to put the names of your students in this list. And the same thing with the assignments. If you want your assignment called Homework 1, or if you want to call it Bracket, or whatever the case might be, you would just change this text field to match that, and then that would be reflected when you use these pull downs. You can see how the pull downs are. If I pick Homework 1, for instance, and I'll pick student name Jane Doe, you can see that I have Jane Doe in this box in Homework 1. Now when I save this rubric using this button, it's going to save this rubric as the file name Jane Doe _ Homework 1. So you'll know exactly what student it was and what homework assignment it was. If I print the rubric, it's going to print just this area right here. It'll just what you see, that's the print area. Okay, so these next boxes that we have down here are right from Mr. Moore's template. We have organization worth 2 points, content worth 3 points, accuracy worth 3 points, appearance worth 2 points, and under each one of these headings is some criteria that is used when measuring that organization. You can see that under each one of these there's a pull down. If I pull that down, you can see all the categories in there. So that is completely configurable and can be changed as you need. And these values right here, or these text fields, come from right down here at the bottom. You can change these text fields to be anything you want. You can add additional ones if you need. And the changes that you make in these boxes will be reflected in these pull downs right here. So if I put line width, for instance, you can see that that shows up right there. So the student will know exactly what criteria you're using to measure organization on, and you can customize that. Now across here you see we have excellent, satisfactory, unsatisfactory, and unacceptable. So this is the multiplier that is used to derive these point totals. So you can see if I pick excellent and I have under organization, I'm going to have 3 times 2, that's going to give me 6 points. If I change this to satisfactory, you see I get 4 points. Unsatisfactory, 2 points, and of course unacceptable, 0 points. And those are all summed up here And you can see right now I've got 24 points. I can change it back. 30 points max, and you can see the total points to get an A, B, C, or D. So you can see that this thing is totally configurable. And what you will do when you go in and you grade the rubric or you grade the assignment, you'll pick the student's name, whatever homework, pick the box for what the grade should be, and you can see that's total points earned, and then you hit this print the rubric button and it will print to whatever your default printer is that you have set. Now if you hit the save the rubric button, it's gonna, I'll go ahead and select that, it's gonna, a little box is gonna come up and say save as Jane Doe _ homework 1. You hit OK, and it just saved it in that directory path that we had selected earlier. If I decide, well, maybe I looked at it again and I'll give her another point for this right here, and if I hit to save the rubric again, it's going to give me this message again, but when I hit OK, it's going to tell me that that file already exists and ask me if I want to override it. I'll hit sure, yes. So now let me come down here and talk about this stuff a little bit more. These are the possible points available in each of these categories: organization, content, accuracy, and appearance. And you see we have 2 points, 3 points, 3 points, and 2 points. These are the numbers used in the calculation. Up here in the top, this is just a text field. It's not used for any calculations, just to let you know how many points are available. So if you come down here and you change organization to 3 points possible, you would need to come up here and change this text field to reflect that 3. But the total points is calculated from this number right here in this box. These numbers right here in red are there for information and should not be edited. This number right here represents which option button you selected. This excellent is option button number 1, this is option button number 2, this is number 3, and number 4. You can see right here that it shows a 1 in there. If I select this one right there, you can see that that changed to a 4. And so those are not, I mean, they are editable. You do not want to edit them. And then this number is used for the calculation to get the point totals. Again, these down here you populate with your student's name and the assignment number. And of course, if you print the rubric button, it's going to print just what you see right there. So you'll have an electronic copy, a hard copy you can give back to the student or save, whatever. And if there's any questions, please let me know. Or if you'd like to see something added to this, or you think it's useful or useless, please let me know. Thank you.